Welcome back.
What's up? Day 20.
6,000.
7.
I think it's
26.
It starts getting kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm feeling a little crazy.
Is this a dream?
It is. It actually is a dream.
Day 26. Today we are talking about gingersnaps.
2000. The 2000, wait, do it one more time. There you go. Year 2000? Right? Year 2000. In the year 2000. Remember those?
2000 Canadian horror movie.
Man, this movie, I'm going to say right off the bat, it must have done really well on home video because it did terrible at the box office. It opened in like 70-something theaters and played for an average of 1 week. And made like...
Well, people were like...
$400,000.
People were like, I thought this was a werewolf movie. It's about this chick starting her period.
Yeah. You know how last night I was like, people like to interpret that movies are about something that they want it to be about? No, this movie's really about. I mean, they actually straight up say it. They're like...
Yeah.
Dude, and what, Mimi Rogers plays the mom of the two sisters.
It's kind of weird.
Ginger and Bridget. And it's so weird. She's like so excited about them possibly starting their period soon.
Fucking makes them a cake and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of them's supposed to be 15 and one of them's 16 and they haven't started their period yet. So it's like it's something where, you know, it's obviously slightly abnormal. And the girls are also slightly abnormal. You know, I mean, they don't fit in at school. They're very...
Well, they're fucking death-obsessed goth girls.
Yeah, they've like already made a pact that like if they're not out of the town by the time they're 18, they'll kill themselves together or something. Yeah, it's real creepy.
That's what I liked about this movie. That's hot. Date them. They don't get out in town. You don't have to break up with them.
They'll just take themselves out. They're gonna whack themselves off.
Did you turn on your mic today?
Yeah. Last night I figured out what it was today. Something happened where the gain was messed up for some reason. I think that's what it was because today I tested it out and I can see my voice in there. I don't know why I didn't check that out last night.
I always look at that. I saw it last night.
I don't know what was going on. I mean, I hope it's working right now. I hope I sound okay.
Yeah, this movie's about two death-obsessed sisters. They're outcasts. They take fucking suicide pics of themselves.
For a school project.
They have to deal with the tragic consequences of the... Oh shit! Chris is in the house.
You're only allowed to say that. She's 16 in the show, but
now she's 42.
No, but she was actually like 22 or something when she played a 16-year-old.
They have to deal with the consequences of Ginger getting bit by a werewolf or some kind of Wolfie McWolfertons.
Yeah, I thought that was like a really cool that whole attack scene. I liked it. I liked that attack scene.
I thought the makeup... I did not like the werewolf.
But the makeup overall was good, right? I mean, just the final full form werewolf.
When she's changing, I thought she looked like a... It did not look good.
Yeah, it was a very inexpensive movie to be shot.
But I like how they still kept... It wasn't a full wolf.
Yeah.
Like whenever they're running across the street, running away from it after Ginger gets bit. A van who is being driven by one of the characters, the drug dealer of the movie, hits it. And she was like, well, what was it? And he mentions a uncircumcised penis.
Yeah. But that was weird. He said something about there was an uncircumcised penis.
So it goes to tell you that it doesn't fully change into a wolf. It still has characteristics of the person after changing.
Yeah.
And in a later, I believe part 2, you can see a tattoo on the wolf.
On the on the male wolf.
But yeah, this movie's it's just a pretty basic teens going through puberty. One gets bitten by a werewolf. They're both like goth nerds. It's Ginger and who's the other girl? Bridget. That chick does not look 15. You can tell she's like 24
she's actually
right now.
older than the other.
Yeah, she's like 4 years older than Ginger.
Yeah, in real life, she's like, I'm like, man, these are not kids.
But I like them weird looking, dude. You know me and chicks, weird looking chicks. I love them weird.
Well, she's like the main, I mean, she's technically the main character, I guess. She's like the top bill character, and then she comes back in the second one. But Ginger,
they're in all of them, right? They're in all three.
Well,
of them.
Ginger's barely in the second one because she gets whacked off in the first one.
Whacks herself off.
Yeah, she gets whacked off the script. So, but she is in the second one. She appears as like a I don't know, a foreboding, ghosty shadow thing. I don't know what you call it.
I've never seen them.
A memory.
I've never seen two. Part 3 takes place in the past, right? Origins.
Part 3 I have not seen, but it is the 2 original girls again.
They filmed them back to back.
Oh, they did? I did not know that. Like all 3 of them?
No, the second and the third.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This thing did so bad at the box office. I assume it did really well on the home video market because, I mean, 2000, yeah, I mean, you're still talking about Blockbuster still out at that point. So Blockbuster was probably going down, but you could still rent, you were still able to rent video and stuff, but it had to have done pretty well on sales and stuff because they wouldn't have made 2 and 3.
It did. It was banned in the UK.
Was it really?
And
oh my god!
But when it came out on VHS in the UK, it was the highest selling horror VHS that came out.
Oh, that's crazy. That's so nuts.
It is nuts. Uncircumcised nuts.
On a werewolf.
On a werewolf. So yeah, so there's this.
Hey, Mr. Monkey.
Mr. Monkey. There's this total douchebag at the school that thinks Ginger's hot. And he wants to bang her, and after Ginger gets bit, she like starts taking advantage of his advances because she's turning into a.
Oh yeah, I mean the whole movie starts out. It's one of those ones that starts out pretty good. Like it starts out with a murder right off the bat, but it's of a dog, and you find out there's something.
That was a good makeup right there.
It was.
The dog's all fucking there, and he's cut in half.
There was some good ones too.
I like how she's screaming with the baby. Please, Dad, they killed fucking whatever.
Yeah,
they're just like.
There's a dead dog, and then so it cuts to you learning that there's a they don't know what it is that's doing the killing, but it's killing a bunch of dogs, and it's they call it the Beast of Bailey Downs, which is the town they live in. And yeah, I really like the opening sequence, like the title sequence.
Which all their pictures?
Yeah, so the title sequence is all these black and white, or were they black and white? Sepia tone. The sepia tone.
Oh yeah, the baby with the dog paw as well.
It's all sepia tone type stuff, and it's like doing the title cards and and the intros and stuff, and it's pictures of like Ginger and Bridget like hanging, or all chopped up, or cut up under a lawnmower and all this stuff. And then when the opening credits end, it's like the lights come on. It was like their school project that they were showing, and everybody's like, woo, and the teacher's just like, what the fuck?
That whole those pictures, they actually filmed it in people's houses, in somebody's house. So after every scene they did and they took the pictures, they would go downstairs to change into their new wardrobe for the next picture.
Yeah.
and they had to block the baby or the kids in the house from seeing them.
For seeing like all cut up.
Yeah, because it was just somebody's house that they borrowed.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. The if I ever shoot a movie, it's just gonna be all in it's only gonna be in
Sepia in somebody's house?
No, I was gonna say it's gonna be in Airbnbs. Just all cheap Airbnbs.
Fuck yeah.
But
that's fucking cool. Yeah, that's what Lyric does for her movies.
That's what porn does right now. They're like, there's an Airbnb. I think that's what X is based off of. It's based on a true story. The after it opens, there's the beast is like the beast of Bailey Downs had killed something, so the mom played by Mimi Rogers and the dad who doesn't really talk, he's just kind of there. He's just kind of like, ugh.
Don't talk about this. It's fucking dinner. Talking about periods and...
Dude, yeah, she just won't stop talking about periods. Are you going to be a woman now? Like, crazy shit like that. And
I'm sorry. Power to women, dude. I have to say this. I couldn't do that shit, dude.
What?
I have a fucking period. I couldn't do that. That shit's crazy to me. And the fact that women go through this, that shit's crazy to me.
They're gods, man.
They are gods. Anybody that can bleed that much and be okay, that's why I don't mind
emotionally too.
Yes, and lose their goddamn minds. Like, now I know. Like, it just watching this movie made me think about it. I was like, fuck that. Like, I was like, fuck this. Like, I couldn't do it.
Dude, think about like women like give birth. That shit's just fucking crazy.
I think about it, and I think about like all the abortion bullshit. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna get into that stuff, but it's crazy,
yeah,
dude.
I mean, to me, it's crazy that women are like that strong. Like, you think about like, dude, sometimes I go to the bathroom, I'm like, oh God, how am I gonna do this? And they push a baby out.
No shit. I'm like fucking crying because I have a goddamn stomach cramp. Anyway, back to the movie.
Well, it is about the movie.
Yeah, it is.
So like, it cut after their movie's over. They go outside and they're on the PE field, I guess, and that's where you see that douchebag like talking about like wanting to try to sleep with one of the sisters. He's like, she's kind of hot because they're like the outcast. Like, people don't like them, and especially don't like Bridget because she's like obviously the even weirder of the two weirdos. And at least like Ginger is like kind of hot, but she doesn't like try to be hot. So she's like, but at least like the dude's like, ooh, I want to sleep with her. And
when you were in school, who did you hang out with?
What do you mean?
Like, who did you hang out with?
Like in high school?
Like what clique?
Losers, I guess. I don't know. Skateboarders, stoners.
I would eat lunch behind the school and smoke weed. I had like super long hair and I wore flannels. I was fucking grunge before grunge was even grunge. And I took art, so I had art class, and the quarterback had to take an elective for Lee. Mm-hmm. So we became friends. And it was weird. Like, he would talk to me, and I was like, I don't fucking talk to these cheerleaders and shit.
No, dude.
No, but he would be in the hallway, and he'd be like, hey, what's up, Carlos? And people would be like, like, it's real. Like, you talk to him. I'd be like, fuck you. Like,
no, anytime. I remember one time.
The cheerleaders would talk to me after that.
Yeah. I remember one time, me and my friend Ken, we were like at Jack in the Box. And there was this big party at one of the doctor's kids' house. And we were just sitting there, and these like girls were sitting over there, like these 4 girls, and me and Ken are sitting there, and he like opened up his sandwich. We were totally just like the skater kids out of the stupid like movies. And he opened up his like sandwich. He goes, I said no tomatoes. And he just threw his tomato, and it stuck against the window in Jack in the Box and just like slowly started sliding down. And the girls were all laughing and stuff. And one of them came over and goes, you guys want to go to a party? And we totally followed them to this fucking party. Dude, we were there about 20 minutes, and we're like, we are going to get our asses kicked. Like, every dude in here is looking at us like, they're all wearing like polos and shit. And we're like wearing ripped up t-shirts and baggy jeans.
I had my tight fucking, I was all fucking thrashed too. So I'd have my fucking tight jeans and my high tops with my long hair, listen to Metallica. I would hide my earphones back of my ears in class and just play my cassettes.
Yeah, see, their party was like in the nice part of town where the police don't show up whenever 400 kids show up to an area. Our parties were always like at the trailer park. If you ever go up to my hometown, I'll show you all the cool spots we used to hang out.
Fuck yeah. My parties consisted of going to my friend's apartment. My friend was 18 years old and he had his own apartment. So he'd be like, come to my apartment, dude, I'm making hash.
Bubble hash or was he using butane or what?
I don't know it was in the oven.
Okay.
So he'd take it out and we'd smoke it. And I'd be like, I never smoked hash before. Got me fucked up.
Yeah, and now that's nothing compared to these like waxes and extracts.
And then we'd be like, let's go over here. So we just hit up just go drive around, dude.
Yeah.
Not having to worry about getting stopped. We'd go to the fucking parks and shit and drink.
We used to have one of our friends, Tina, and her boyfriend got a trailer out in the middle of nowhere near the lake. It'd basically be like if there was like a little neighborhood at Canyon Lake where, the poor people lived. Because poor people lived. When I was a kid in the 90s, there weren't rich families that lived around the lake. That's where all the poor people lived. And then, like, slowly everybody's like, oh, shit, wait,
waterfront.
You can live by the lake.
Waterfront?
And
let's get these fucking trailers out of here.
Yeah, dude. We used to go out there and have the biggest fucking bonfires because you're outside the city limits. Like, nobody showed up. Just teenagers out there burning shit. And, like, it was weird. But anyways, back to this movie. They're out on the field in PE, and the one dude's like, I want to have sex with her. I mean, basically, that's what he says. And then, what did she also... Didn't she... The real preppy girl
hates her. Fucking hates Ginger because the drug dealer starts talking to
Bridget
about getting the werewolf run over.
Well, even before that, because they're actually, she doesn't get bit until she's out. Well, wait, when does she get bit?
At the beginning, like
but they snuck out for some reason.
They just to go to the playground to go swing on the swings. Okay. Yeah, after she gets bit, like they go home and she's like dying. And then the sister,
she's all like scratched up.
The sister opens her shirt and she's like, "You're already healed."
Yeah, you're already healing up.
And then the next day she has like fucking chest hair and stuff.
Dude, I thought the attack scene was pretty tense. Like they did a really good job of not showing too much, but also like making it like kind of frightening, like her getting drug away. And I really liked that. I feel like in most modern horror movies, or a lot of times, the person who's getting attacked, everybody just leaves them. They're like, fuck it, we're out of here. You're dead. And Ginger is getting attacked, and Bridget actually goes to try to help her, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, they're on the field at one time, and she's already been infected, and Ginger goes at Bridget and knocks her the fuck out, or knocks her down on the field. And what's her name, the other girl? The sister?
Bridget. Ginger.
Who's the other one?
Ginger and Bridget.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
the sisters.
I gotta get...
Bridget gets knocked out. Not knocked out, but knocked down bad by Ginger. No, not Ginger. Ginger's the sister, right?
Yeah.
Who's the snotty girl?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Trina.
Trina, yes.
I was getting them all mixed up. Their fucking names, they sound all fucking preppy. Trina hits her with they're doing, I don't know, fucking playing some white man sport. And,
we need a rosé sponsor if anybody knows someone. Rosé sponsor.
Ginger goes ape shit and beats the living shit out of her on the field. And then that's when the fucking drug dealer gets with the drug dealer gets with Bridget and says, "Hey, we need to talk about this. My sister's changing. I think she got bit by a werewolf." Like, it just comes out.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh yeah, the werewolf that I ran over with my car the other night."
Yeah, and so that's when Trina starts getting mad.
Yeah, because she sees Bridget over there.
Because he's all, "Hey,"
Sam.
He's all, "Hey, hi."
Sam, right? Sam.
Yeah, "Hey, hi," and Trina's like, "Oh, hi," and then it's, "No, Bridget."
Yeah.
Rosé sponsor is being worked on.
The Panama Red. May all your future endeavors
Panama
not fall
Red.
flat on their face.
You come by the shop so we can do rosé all day at the shop. Oh damn! What year is this?
I think it's 2002, 2022. Let me see. Yeah, man, this is.
Can you hear that, Doug? Put on the headphones. I'm swishing around the rosé.
Oh yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, it sounds. People are probably, if anyone's at home actually wearing headphones, they're probably like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
Cheers, Panama Red.
That's a nice vintage right there.
Ooh, I like that one. I like French fries. Ooh.
I didn't bring a chaser.
Wash it down with your finest root beer.
I didn't bring a chaser for that
You
one.
want some of that?
No, it's okay. There are some really nice rosés out there. They're just...
Dude, I had a bottle of rosé in my fridge. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. It's gone.
How long ago was it?
It's been in there chilling for a while. 6 months.
Your roommate drank it.
That son of a bitch drank it.
Oh, man. Rosé.
Man, they got me already. Fuck.
No, I'm wasted.
Did Panama Red put anything in that?
He was crushing up some little tabs and putting in there the other day.
Fuck, dude.
I didn't know what it was.
So, yeah. Next thing you know, Bridget's fucking eyebrows start looking like the Chinese master from Kill Bill Volume 2. She starts growing a fucking tail. Her fucking uñas start getting all long and shit.
Yeah.
And she's starting to get hungry. Hungry like the wolf.
I think that it's funny how they have her outward appearance slowly starts. First of all, she looks all sexy. She starts looking like, wearing like, her hair gets all like Busso. Her hair gets all like, nice, and she starts wearing makeup. She starts wearing low cut stuff. But then her tail starts coming. Her tail starts coming between her legs, so it looks like she has a little fucking weenus. But she also starts growing teeth, and her eyes start changing shape, like just really slowly through the movie, and her fingernails are all crazy long and sharp, and no one seems to really notice it. So I thought that was like, I kind of like.
I mean, if you think about it today, that's what everybody looks like that now.
Like fucking.
Like fucking werewolves, weird werewolves. Especially with those kids in their damn anal plug tails.
Dude, that shit's out of control.
Out of control. So she starts getting all fucking crazy ginger snaps.
Yeah, she snaps.
Fucking Trina accuses her fucking kidnapping Wolfie McWolfertons, her Rottweiler.
Her puppy dog.
And they get into a fight, and she accidentally kills Trina. So they're like,
and actually, like before they get attacked, they're actually going to go out and pretend to kidnap Trina's dog, so that Trina thinks that her dog's been taken by the beast of Bailey Downs. And that's when they come across an actual ripped apart dog, and they're like, "This is even better. We can use these parts to like."
So they start pulling it, and the fucking leg comes off.
Yeah, but then that's when she gets attacked for the first time.
Oh yeah, that was the first time. Yeah. So they kill her by accident, break off a couple of her fingers by accident.
Who, Trina?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They live in the
man,
grass.
that scene, I really like that scene because Trina shows up to their house and is like, "What'd you do with my fucking dog?" You know, and her dog has actually been ripped apart. It's like her dog's gone, but I think that might have been the one they saw in the park. And they're, oh no, that's not the one they saw in the park. But because she's like, "I know you have my dog. Somebody saw you take it or something," and it ends up that Ginger, like, that's when she actually snaps. She grabs her and she drags her in the house and is like, "I'll fuck you up," like all this stuff. And yeah, they kill her on accident. Like, she slips and hits her head, right?
Oh, yeah, bad. That's how she
Yeah.
dies. She accidentally dies.
Yeah. Blood everywhere.
Yeah, and they fucking bury her. They don't really say much about the body, right, anymore?
No, well, they don't, except for that's how the mom...
The mom finds out because she finds the fingers.
Yeah, the dad actually...
These are fake.
Yeah, the dad... Whenever they first come home, the mom and dad come home, and the dead girl, Trina, is in the kitchen.
Yeah, so they're like, fuck. So they move her body and they lay there. And
Yeah.
they're like, again with the pictures.
Yeah, they pretend like they were just doing one of their death scenes, which is pretty cool. But the dad later, she's slowly devolving into like an animal, you know? She's like, it's like this like 28-day cycle that she's on.
Oh, snap.
No, but she like slowly is just getting more and more animalistic, and she gets to a point where she's like, she's done. She's even telling her sister, like, if you don't want to be a werewolf with me, like,
let's go out.
It's weird.
I have to use the restroom.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Put my little thing on. You don't use it anymore.
I don't know how to do that anymore.
Right
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Be right back. Outside to the right.
I'm going to try to give you some... I'm trying to give you some rosé. Doesn't work, though. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So she's... Bridget's slowly, like, trying to get this guy, Sam, to help her. He's a drug dealer and apparently also, like, a full-on botanist because he knows how to keep someone from becoming a werewolf. And by this time, Ginger sleeps with another dude, or sleeps with that guy that's been trying to hit on her, and he gets infected, and it's bad, and he's slowly turning into a werewolf, and Sam figures out that there's it's wolfsbane or some flower that if they can find it, they can make a mainline it into the werewolves so they can keep from becoming werewolves. And it works. They actually make some of it and put it in a syringe, and Bridget is attacked by this guy that Ginger had slept with, and she just like stabs it right into him, and he stands up and the needle's sticking out of him, and he goes from being like a complete animal to being like, I gotta go. Like it like actually worked. So she's used the stuff up, but she knows it works at this point. And yeah, that it was so basically now she needs to figure out how to get that to her sister before her sister goes full blown. Did anybody out there see this, Mr. Monkey? I think you probably saw it because you said some stuff about it. Panama, did you see it? I'm wondering what people think about the movie. Because I like it, but I don't know how everybody's feeling about it. Oh, that was quick.
I just pissed outside the gate.
I figured you probably did.
And right when I was doing it, a cop showed up.
Dang. Oops, I just turned off the marquee instead of your photo.
You couldn't see anything. Get it? So where'd you leave off?
Oh, I'm done. I was actually about to stop the stream. No, I told how she was attacked by the guy that Ginger had sex with, and then she injected him with the hemoglobin
Made from
hematosis.
She made it from
Monk's
Raid.
blood. Monk's blood.
Raid and Monk's blood.
Was it Monk's blood? Is that what it's called for real? I think that's what it was. Monk's hood.
Monk's hood.
Yeah, and
perennial plant. A perennial plant.
A perennial plant of peculiar. I don't know. I was gonna try to make a cool rhyme. And then after that happens, she's trying to figure out. I've got to figure out how to trick Ginger into staying here while I can go get some more of this stuff and inject the shit out of her, right?
So they go back to the house. The mom, you're already at the party, right?
No. I hadn't got to the party yet.
Oh, shit, okay.
Because I didn't say that about how she locked her up or anything.
Yeah, they go to this fucking party.
At the old greenhouse
bash.
Where Sam happens to live and grow weed.
Must be nice.
I just thought that was weird because he's got like a full-on weed farm and he's having a party there. I'm like, bro, you really shouldn't let people know where your weed is. You're going to get jacked.
Yeah, the Mimi Rogers finds the body and the fingers.
Well, the dad finds it and takes it to her, and she was like, oh, this is just a prop. This is just one of the girl's props. But she knows better.
You can see it in her eyes.
Yeah. Seeing their little beady eyes. You know who she was married to, right?
Roy Rogers?
Nope. Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's right.
She was married to Tom Cruise for a while. While he was first hitting it big, that was his wife. He just kept trading them in for younger and younger and younger.
What happens next?
She actually does. She locks Ginger in a closet or in a bathroom. They live in a basement. And she comes back and Ginger has escaped. And she's like, oh shit, where is she? And she's like, she must have gone to the party. I bet she went to the party. She's going to fucking go kill people or something. And she goes out to the party, Ginger does, and she's looking all, sexy or whatever, and dudes are looking at her. And by this time, she actually looks kind of freaky. She looks like a cast member of Cats or something. And she's like,
Cats.
And she'll
save every one of us.
But she goes into his room, into Sam's room, because he's not even at his own party that's at his greenhouse. He's in his bedroom at the party, which I just thought that whole thing was weird, like that they said.
Yeah, and she's all take me doggy and shit.
Yeah, he's like,
Wolfie style. Do me Wolfie style.
And he's like, no, I said no. And then you see Bridget's walking down the road, and her mom pulls up next to her. She's trying to walk to the party, and her mom pulls up next to her and is like, get in. Where's your sister? And then she shows her the fingers. And this is the craziest shit. The mom's like, we'll pick up your sister. We'll go home. We'll burn the house down, and we'll just go on the run. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This mom's ride or die. She's like, my baby's killed somebody. We're just gonna cover it all up.
That's a fucking mom right there.
And the mom she's like, what about dad? And she's just like, oh, he's useless or something. She's just like, she literally is like, well, I'm gonna go home and burn the house down, and we're gonna go on the run. Like, what the fuck? That's some crazy shit.
If Lyric ever calls me and says, Dad, I killed somebody, I'll be like, hold on. Hey, Siri.
Where's the closest swamp with gators?
How many pounds of lye do I need to disintegrate a body?
Yeah, so they get to the party, and the mom's like, she jumps out and she's gonna go in and get her sister, but they never go back to the mom.
No, that was it. That's the
that's
last you see of the mom.
the mom.
It was
Like, they ditch her ass.
Bridget gets out.
Yeah, Bridget gets out and it's
And
like
it
saying
goes-
she'll go get her, but
And then that's it. Yeah, done. You never see Mimi Rogers again.
no.
I thought that was my stomach.
And then, yeah, they basically, it turns into, she's telling her, we can get you help. And what do they go back to the school for? Why do they go to the school? Remember, they go to the school. And she
winds up killing the
whacks off
janitor
the janitor, yeah.
and transforms him. They're all transformed, dude. They don't show, but
Well, but she kills him, though. He's starting to wake back up, and he's, like, transforming into a werewolf, and then she punches his heart out.
oh yeah.
So, and then Bridget's just like, you killed him, you didn't have to do that.
And see, that means women on their periods will fucking tear your heart out.
Yep.
Man, it all makes sense now. This fucking movie. This
It's
fucking
all
movie.
symbolic.
Symbology.
It's got a lot of symbology in it. Yeah, and I don't remember why do they get back to the house? She tricks her into going back to the house.
They get her in the van. And they make it to the house. But when they get to the house, the fucking van door's open.
Oh, right. They don't tell her, they don't really say what they're doing, but they get her to the house, but she gets out, and then she's like full-blown
fucking lycanthrope.
She's
running around the house, running around the basement, and they're fucking playing cat and mouse with her, and Sam has a hypodermic, Bridget has a needle full of fucking bay leaves and fucking cilantro, or whatever the fuck it is. And she winds up biting Sam, like gotcha.
Yep.
And he's gonna change, so drags him away, actually.
Yeah.
And Bridget's looking around, finds Sam, and the fucking wolf is... Bridget's fully transformed in the corner, looking... Shitty wolf, dude. They didn't want to use any CGI, but they should have did a better wolf, at least with hair. Fucking hairless wolf, dude. Come on.
It wasn't completely hairless.
It looked like a fucking hairless cat.
Yeah, so Ginger is a full-on wolf at this point, and Bridget's just trying to keep her from killing Sam, I think, even though Sam's already gonna turn into a werewolf. And Bridget's sitting there and says, like, I'll go with you, I'll come with you, we can go away together.
Drink some of the blood.
And she like puts her hand in the thing and she's about to drink his blood, but then she goes, I can't do it, which makes Ginger fucking
lunge
snap.
at Sam.
Oh, snap.
Oh yeah.
Makes Ginger snap.
And then when she snapped, guess what I said?
What? Aw, snap.
Yep. I said, aw, snap.
And she jumps and like rips Sam's throat out. Dead. Which that was a little weird. I feel like, Bridget kind of had a crush on the dude, you can tell. And I was like, is he like kind of crushing on her too? Because he's like 20 and she's 15. Like, it just seems a little creepy.
Doug, it's just a number, dude.
Age is just a number.
Number you don't want to fuck with.
You're going to the prison for the rest of your life. On a registry.
15 will get you 50. Thank you, good night.
So, yeah, then it's like a battle for their lives. Like Ginger full on snaps and she's like, I'm going to kill you. She's going to kill her own sister. And they're running around, and I really liked the scene of them because they're in like an unfinished basement. So there's like, just wood and there's little crawl spaces and the framing's all done.
The pinche perras running around, Mr. Monkey.
And they get into a room in a tight corner, and Bridget has a knife. And I couldn't tell if Ginger intentionally let herself get stabbed.
It kind of looked like it.
It kind of did. It was kind of like, if we're not going to be together, we both need to die, like we said, like our pact. And because Ginger, as the werewolf, lunges right at her, but while she's holding a knife, so it was like,
I'm gonna kill you, you're gonna kill me.
Yeah, I think it was kind of like one of those things. Like she was like, we're gonna kill ourselves together. Murder Suey. Murder Suey.
That's the way I want to go. Who's going to take me with him? Panama Red, pinche perras.
The
Dude, don't be bringing the strip rats into this.
So then it just kind of like, that's how it goes out, right?
Yeah,
Like
right when she stabs him, we hear...
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, that sounded weird. But no, right when she did that...
She got her period.
Bridget started her period. That's what it was.
Oh, snap. But she did bite her. She bit her. She bit her, and then I think you hear sirens, right?
She just lays on her chest. I didn't hear any
she
signs.
lays there, and then they're
And then I was like, they start making out and shit. Did I download the wrong movie?
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Every time. Oh, I downloaded Snatch. I'm sorry, guys. It had to be said.
Dude, I already have the whole plot outline in my head. The full moon comes
I'm just going to throw it out there. If this doesn't work out for us, we're going to start directing porn, horror porn.
So,
instead of it, you know it.
So, I got it. So,
testicles.
Since the 90s, like everything's just been completely bare. So what happens is, in Ginger Snatch, the full moon comes out.
Oh, shit.
Just red hair comes out. And
Doug's
so does
movie
the sexual
preview
desire.
voice. In a time of shaved vaginas,
we bring you Ginger Snatch.
This shit just went off the rails. That fight, I think Panama Red put something in the rosé. Oh shit!
Ginger Snatch. I think that should have done it.
I want to hear. I want to hear it.
Ginger Snatch.
Holy shit, that was amazing.
Did it work?
Hell yeah. Mr. Monkey. Please send us your amazing horror movie porn titles so we can get started on the scripts.
Man, we could probably make so much more money.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude.
There's going to be serious dialogue for the first minute and a half, and then it's just pure sex.
And makeup.
And makeup.
And special effects.
No CGI, all practical.
All practical effects.
All practical effects. So when you see a wiener and a giny, it's all real. No CGI. Did I say weenie?
Yeah, wiener.
Wiener. Did I say weenie or wiener?
But that's how the movie ends.
Yeah, it ends with her laying on her
Fade
chest.
to black.
On her chest saying...
So, do you want to know anything about the second movie?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So, I'm just going to go over it real quick. The second movie picks up right there.
Oh, really?
Not right there. It picks up like in the hospital because she got bit. So she's arrested / hospitalized for murdering her sister and the other dude, I guess. And for some murder, she's arrested as a murderer. But she's turning into a vampire, and so she's making that stuff, the formula to try to keep herself from turning into a vampire or werewolf, sorry. And then Ginger appears to her, and Ginger's like, this isn't gonna work, it only works for a little while. And it's basically her trying to figure out how not to be a werewolf, but then there's a male werewolf in it that's trying to hook up with her. Yeah, it's really weird. And then She-Hulk, Tatiana Maslany.
She comes out?
Yeah. She's like, she's one of the people in the hospital. Dude, that lady, also the lady that wrote this, or that did the screenplay for this, also did the screenplay for Orphan Black, which was that She-Hulk's big role that got her really kind of famous. which I keep telling you need to watch. It is an amazing. That girl is an amazing actor.
Dude, She-Hulk started out so good. The season started out so good, and they just didn't know what the fuck to do with it. So the last 3 or 4 episodes sucked. I was like, oh, what the fuck are y'all doing? I know you don't like Disney anymore, but I still like a good fucking comedic hero movie.
I just don't want to see it. I don't have any desire to see.
Dude, she's hot. Not as She-Hulk, but herself.
Yeah, dude, you should watch Orphan Black.
I wouldn't want to bang a big green vagina.
You should watch Orphan Black.
I mean, if I wanted a big green vagina, I'd go down to Cherry Street in a back alley.
Dude, think about if she like flexed up on you.
Dude,
Done. You're dead. It's like inched off.
Donezo. Did you know Catherine Elizabeth and Elizabeth Perkins?
Who was that?
The 2 actors, the 2 werewolves in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Emily Perkins.
You said Catherine Elizabeth Perkins. I thought you were saying one person's name.
No.
But you said it so fast.
Catherine Elizabeth and Emily Perkins.
Okay. Yep.
Ginger and...
Yep.
What was her name? Ginger and
Bridget.
They auditioned on the same day. They were born in the same hospital. They went to the same elementary school. They went to the same private school. And they both got the role on the same day. They could not find anybody. They showed up, auditioned for the roles they did, and they both got the jobs.
I mean, I would think that is...
Oh, and they went to the same agency.
I would think that is strange.
Oh, and both guest starred on Supernatural.
I would think that was strange, except for that they're from Canada, so there's only like one town up there, right? There's probably like one school, one town. Like you have one in Western Canada and one in Eastern Canada, so they're probably like from the same town. There's only like 50,000 people in Canada, right?
That's still a lot of people, though.
Yeah, but there's like 20,000.
That's still a lot of people, though.
Yeah.
So every time you see a day scene in the movie,
mm-hmm.
It was filmed at night.
Like every single one of them? That doesn't even make sense.
They brought in huge... Because it's they would go to the set later and later and later. Because most of it was filmed at night. So like, fuck it. They brought in 18 kilowatts, gigawatts lamps to light up the entire fucking area. Dude, that shit blows my mind.
6.71.
Did you hear that? That was my mind being blown. This movie tanked, like you said.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, like...
But it didn't start getting popular till HBO put it out.
Really?
In the United States.
And so I assume, did it do the UK was after it got unbanned at that point, and that's when it...
It was banned, and when it went to video, I knew it, 1.21 gigawatts. That's what it was.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, they were filming this one scene, and they all fucking went back to the future.
That's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, what was I saying? Shit. Lost my train of thought.
It did ban
until
HBO.
The UK, it was banned until it got released on home video, and I guess it went under the radar, and it was released at video stores, and it was the highest selling and rental VHS tape.
Imagine living in a country that, like, literally you can't watch something you want to watch.
I know, you can't even shoot people.
Not even justified. It's so messed up.
Fucking dumb, man. Dumb. Reminds me of
we're gonna get
Paul.
banned in the UK.
Paul, when they're like, "You guys, your police don't have guns up there, huh?"
Oh
no. So how are you supposed to kill people? Or how are you supposed to shoot people?
So I'm gonna wrap this back around to another movie that we watched. Do you remember when I told you I stayed at that hotel that was in Vampires?
Yes.
That's also where they filmed the downtown scenes walking with Paul, where he was in disguise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. I fucking love that movie, Paul. Dude, that's my
great movie.
I have some go-to movies when I'm bored. Paul's the main one. I've seen Paul so many fucking times.
It was streaming for a while, so I watched it like quite a bit. Because I feel the same way. It's one of those movies, especially at the shop, like it's not too offensive to have on. I mean, not that I mean, we put on some pretty offensive movies up there. But, oh shit.
You couldn't put on Martyrs.
I mean, I put on stuff sometimes like that, but I just pause it whenever people come in, and hopefully it's not on a super fucked up part.
Dude, I've totally forgot the name of Seth Rogen's other movie that I love, where he's the president. The what's her name? Charlize Theron's going to be president.
That's a good movie.
Long Shot. God damn it, I love that movie too.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
If you haven't seen that one, watch it. It's fucking hilarious.
That is a good movie.
Ice Cube's son's in it. Fuck, he does such a good job. It's fucking great.
So I don't know. I have not seen the third.
Takes place in the Old West.
The third iteration of this movie, but it's a prequel, but not a prequel. It's a timepiece. It's a period piece,
if you will.
Oh, it's a period piece. Oh, dang, I just got that. But yeah, it takes place in like the 1800s or some shit. I don't know, it's weird. It's like a weird time travel thing, but it stars the two original.
I don't make no goddamn
Emily
sense.
Perkins and Catherine.
What's it called? Blood and Tears or some shit?
No, that's the second one. The second one's called like something like Ginger Snaps 2. The first one's called the
Ginger Snaps Back. That's part 2.
That's part 2. The third one is Origins or something.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I can look it up real quick.
Do it.
I will. Yeah, it's what do you think about it though, as far as overall? You think people should watch it?
Yeah, I already said I made up my mind. I think everybody should watch everything.
Oh, cool.
Because I was like that. I'm not gonna watch it, but now I'm gonna watch everything.
But if people were like to ask your recommendation, like, hey,
it has its moments. There's some good parts.
I actually really like this movie. I think that this is it's called Ginger.
No, there's one with just
Ginger Snaps 2 Unleashed. Ginger Snaps 3 is Ginger Snaps Back, like back in time, the beginning. Ginger Snaps 3 is Ginger Snaps Back to the future time, to the rear, not the future, the back. Oh.
Speaking of werewolf movies. Oh yeah, well, before I go into this, what did you like and what didn't you like?
I really, besides the main werewolf, I liked the makeup a lot. I thought like the mutilated dogs and all those cool like.
I just wish they would have put
stuff
a little bit more effort into the werewolf, which was played by the same person, by the way.
What do you mean? Oh,
he played the one that got hit by a car, and he played Bridget.
Ginger.
God damn it!
She's the one that snaps.
That's right.
I think
I'll never forget it again.
I really like just the overall story of it too. I like the story of it. Like it really is like a crazy like coming of age, like turning. Yeah, like you don't know what the fuck's going on when you're going through puberty, and that's kind of like what this whole movie's about. And they did a really good job of I mean, they throw it in your face that that's what it's about. They don't even try to like be like, oh, what do you think this is about? Like they literally just tell you. And,
Ginger fucking snaps.
And I liked it.
Every 28 days.
Yeah. And what I didn't like about it was I didn't like that the werewolves were so fragile. I mean, I don't like in Monster Squad where you blow them into a million little pieces and every little drop of blood comes back to them and they turn back into a werewolf. I don't like them being that indestructible, but I think like, just getting stabbed killed her. I think that's like I like my werewolves.
I like my werewolves. I like my werewolves like Fright Night 2 werewolves.
Fright Night 2 werewolves. Trying to remember what the werewolf was like in Fright Night 2.
It was Uncle, what's his name from
I'm just trying to remember. I can't remember that werewolf at all right
from
now.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like Fright Night 2, but I'd kind of like to give it another shot now that I'm older.
Where he's climbing through the window.
Yeah.
He's climbing through the window and she shuts the window and breaks all his nails.
Oh, yeah.
And you hear him go, ow! And he falls all the way down.
I like
their wolf.
I like Fright Night 1 so much that it was hard for me to want to watch Fright Night 2 or hard for me to like Fright Night 2. It's like House and House 2.
The writer or the director of the first one, of the first Fright Night, the original, he just put out a book about Fright Night.
That's cool.
It's been on my feed a lot. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, that's
Order it
cool.
through Amazon. I order everything through Amazon now. I remember I used to be like, I'm not gonna order through Amazon because it's gonna put small businesses. No, the government put small businesses out of. It's the government. It wasn't Amazon. So now I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking order through Amazon.
Our business was doing good with even with Amazon. Didn't bother us at all.
Fucked it all up.
The Mr. Monkey, Young Frankenstein was one of the when I was growing up, we didn't have cable television. My mom, my dad, before my dad left, we had cable television. After my dad left, we couldn't afford cable television. So we didn't have cable television, but we did have a VCR. And we had a basket about this big. It was like this little basket, and it had like 8 VHS tapes in it. One of them was Young Frankenstein. So I've seen Young Frankenstein because unless like somebody brought a tape over, or we went to Blockbuster or Hastings or whatever, we could only get whatever would pick up on the antenna, and that usually wasn't anything I wanted to watch. So I would like be at home doing stuff, and I would like put in Young Frankenstein all the time. One of the other ones, this is like real fucking weird, but one of the other ones I had was The Paper. Have you ever seen that? It's a movie about a newspaper, and they're trying to like get a paper out, like a deadline, and it has Mr. Mom in it. I've seen that shit. I've seen The Paper probably 400 times. Like, it's crazy. Those 8 tapes would just be in rotation at my house, like, all the time. It was just so weird. I don't know why I didn't buy more. It's real weird.
Dude, I had so many tapes. I should have saved them all.
After I started getting older, I started getting more, but whenever, that was when I was pretty young.
Laserdisc, too. My dad gave all our Laserdisc to his friends. My dad was too fucking nice. Dude, we had so many Laserdiscs.
I liked all those movies, Mr. Monkey. I liked Young Frankenstein. One of the other ones we had was Blazing Saddles. So, and one of the Superman movies. Yeah, it was really weird. It was like a weird little collection of movies. But I've seen them all so many times. What did you dislike about it? Just the creature?
I liked the whole movie overall, but the makeup just killed it for me.
Was it just the creature makeup?
Yeah, all the other stuff was good, but I wish the werewolf fucking...
Because I thought her makeup, as she's slowly transforming... I mean, the very last one where, like, her eyes are, like, starting to get really sunken in and pointed, and...
That looked kind of cool, but...
That's where she kind of looked like one of the cast members of Cats to me. But it was like, how is nobody... And it got crazy enough that people thought it was a costume because it was Halloween.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Sheriff is near.
Such a good movie. I gotta find that on VHS. There's the copy that they show now doesn't have all the scenes that our VHS had in it, and one of them in particular is whenever the sheriff is trying to defeat Mongo, he's like, he like lowers him down into the well and is like, puts a sign down that says like, for more air, deposit 25 cents, and Mongo's like, oh, and he's like, candygram for Mongo. like all that stuff. Like some of those are cut out of the modern release, but I haven't been able to find it. I've looked for
eBay.
The old release.
I find everything on eBay.
Yeah, but how do you know if it has that release on? I guess runtime. You'd have to look at the runtime. Yeah, because it's got a couple other things that are cut out too, and there's no reason why they cut it out. It's weird.
So, what's upcoming?
Upcoming? Let me look. Let me see. The Gate.
Damn, it's getting closer. Getting closer.
Dude, we got 4 bangers and a flop coming up. I don't know if it's a flop. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, Tomorrow's the Gate. I love that fucking movie. It's great.
Yeah, I love all these movies coming up. So have you watched Scream yet?
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, it's good.
I saw it once when it came out, and that's it.
I'm kind of excited to talk about that.
We're gonna have a special guest too.
I've seen Scream 1, 2, and 3. I never saw Scream 4, which he didn't make until 2011 or something. Like, it didn't come out till pretty far after. It was like the 15th anniversary, I think. It was supposed. I don't think it was actually 15 years from the movies coming out, but it was supposed to be the 15th anniversary of the killings.
Yeah.
And which is weird because he was never going to make that movie, but then he did. And then I haven't seen the new one, the 2002 with Jenna Ortega or whatever.
Lyric said it's pretty good.
I want to see that one.
But I have to watch all of them before I can watch those. So.
Yeah. I still need to watch 4. I haven't seen 4 ever, but I don't think 4 plays into the timeline of the new one because I think the new one is all the original people, and I think number 4 is a whole different crew, a whole different cast. I don't know if it has Sydney in it.
I think she's in all of them, isn't she?
I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever. Just have to find out.
I'll do a little bit of research on that.
All right, so.
Is that it? Think we're done?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody for coming by. Mr. Monkey, Panama Red, Chris. I think that's everybody who's here tonight. Anybody who's out there lurking, thanks for coming and lurking on us for a while.
Until tomorrow.
Tune in and talk shit.